Starting with why means beginning with a deep understanding of your core belief, purpose, or cause. This is your reason for doing what you do, and it serves as the driving force behind all of your actions and decisions. The why answers the question, why do I exist, and why does my organization exist? It transcends mere profit or productivity and taps into a sense of deeper meaning. When a leader or organization starts with why, they are focusing on something much more impactful than just a goal or a financial target. They are articulating a purpose that resonates with people on an emotional level. It's a belief system that goes beyond the surface level of operations or products. For example, Apple doesn't just make computers and phones. They aim to challenge the status quo and think differently. Their why is deeply embedded in their philosophy of innovation, simplicity, and design. Tesla, led by Elon Musk, doesn't just sell electric cars. Their why is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, a vision that has the power to change the future of our planet. By starting with why, both companies have managed to cultivate a loyal following, not just among customers, but among their employees and advocates as well. People are drawn to the purpose these companies represent, and that's why they buy into their products. 2, connecting with people on a deeper level. The power of starting with why lies in its ability to connect with others on an emotional level. Human beings are emotional creatures, and our decisions are often driven by how we feel. When we align ourselves with a deeper belief or purpose, we are far more motivated to take action. Think about the most inspiring leaders in history. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't simply have a goal to change laws, he had a why, a belief in equality, justice, and the inherent value of every human being. This why resonated deeply with millions of people, making them willing to take to the streets, march, and fight for the cause of civil rights. The why appeals to the limbic brain, the part of the brain responsible for emotions and decision-making. This is why we are more likely to follow leaders who inspire us with a vision that resonates emotionally, rather than those who simply present facts or logic. When you start with why, you appeal to people's deepest motivations and sense of identity. 3, clarity of purpose guides decisions. When leaders or organizations start with why, their purpose becomes a guiding light that informs every decision they make. The why serves as a filter for how to approach challenges, who to hire, which partners to work with, and even which products or services to offer. Consider a business like Patagonia. Their why is rooted in environmental sustainability and protecting the natural world. This guiding purpose influences their entire business model, from using eco-friendly materials in their clothing, to donating a portion of their profits to environmental causes. Every decision they make is aligned with their core belief in environmental stewardship. When you have a clear why, it becomes easier to make decisions that are consistent with your mission. This consistency builds trust with employees, customers, and other stakeholders. People know what you stand for, and they can rely on you to act in accordance with your values. 4, inspiring action and loyalty starting with why doesn't just influence the decisions of leaders, it also inspires action in others. People are more likely to follow you, work for you, or buy from you if they believe in your why and feel a personal connection to it. Great leaders don't just tell people what to do, they inspire them to act by creating a sense of purpose. Think about Walt Disney. His why wasn't just to make animated movies, it was to create an escape from the everyday world and bring joy to people of all ages. This vision turned into Disney World, Disneyland, and an entire global entertainment empire that has stood the test of time. When people understand the why, they become part of a larger mission. It's no longer about doing a job for a paycheck or buying a product for convenience. It's about being part of something meaningful. This sense of purpose drives people to work harder, be more loyal, and feel a deeper sense of fulfillment in their actions. 5, the golden circle and its impact on communication. The concept of the golden circle is a visual model that helps illustrate the importance of starting with why. The circle consists of 3 layers. Why, the innermost circle representing your purpose or belief. How, the next circle representing the processes or unique qualities that allow you to fulfill your why. What, the outermost circle, representing the tangible products or services you offer. Many organizations and leaders focus on the outer circle, the what they do, what they sell, and sometimes the how they do it. But the most impactful leaders begin with why, their core belief or purpose, and work outward from there. By doing so, they ensure that their communication is not just transactional, focused on what is being sold, but transformational, focused on why they are doing it. For example, Apple doesn't simply advertise that they sell sleek, user-friendly computers and phones. They focus on their why, challenging the status quo and thinking differently. This inspires a sense of purpose and invites people to be part of something bigger than themselves. Summary: Why, starting with why matters. Starting with why is about leading with purpose, vision, and belief. It means recognizing that success isn't just about doing things well, it's about doing the right things for the right reasons. When leaders and organizations start with why, they create lasting emotional connections with others, inspire action, and cultivate a loyal following. The why serves as a North Star, guiding decisions, fostering consistency, and ensuring that every action taken is aligned with the core values and mission of the leader or organization. It's what attracts people to a cause, motivates them to take action, and keeps them committed over the long term. By focusing on why, great leaders inspire others to do more than just follow orders. They inspire them to believe in something, to be part of a shared mission, and to contribute to a greater good. This is the foundation of meaningful leadership and lasting success. Absolutely. Let's take a deeper dive into the concept of the Golden Circle, which is one of Simon Sinek's most important contributions to leadership and organizational theory. The Golden Circle framework helps explain how great leaders and successful organizations operate and inspire action. Here's a detailed breakdown of its structure, significance, and how it can be applied. Expand on the Golden Circle. 1. Understanding the Golden Circle. The Golden Circle is a simple but powerful model introduced by Simon Sinek. It consists of 3 concentric circles. Why? The innermost circle representing the purpose, cause, or belief that drives the organization or individual. This is the core reason for existence. Why you do what you do beyond just making money or providing a service. How, the second layer, representing the processes, values, or unique approaches that allow the organization or individual to fulfill their why. This explains how you bring your why to life and make it tangible. What, the outermost layer, representing the products, services, or tangible offerings that the organization produces or the specific actions taken. This is what you sell or what you do on a day-to-day basis. Sinek's insight is that most organizations or leaders start with what? They describe their products or services and how they create or deliver them. However, the most successful and inspiring leaders start with why. They first articulate the core belief that drives them and then explain how they do it before talking about what they do. The Golden Circle model suggests that starting with why not only clarifies your purpose, but it also inspires loyalty and action. When people understand why you do something, they are more likely to resonate with you, follow you, and support you. It's a framework that helps differentiate leaders and organizations who inspire others from those who merely transact with them. 2, the power of starting with why. Sinek explains that the Golden Circle is not just a framework for communication, but also a model for leadership and decision-making. The key to success lies in starting with the innermost circle, why. Why is deeply emotional and motivational. It connects with people's core beliefs and values. When people understand and believe in the why, they are more likely to take action, be engaged, and stay loyal. How represents the strategies or processes that allow you to fulfill the why. It includes the values, principles, and unique methods that differentiate you from others. The how is crucial, but it's secondary to the why. Without a clear why, the how lacks meaning or direction. What is the most concrete part? It represents the tangible outcomes, the products, services, or actions that result from the why and how. While important, it is the what that many organizations focus on, thinking it will drive success. However, Sinek argues that the what is not enough to inspire others or build a lasting connection. Think of Apple as an example. Why? Apple's core belief is to challenge the status quo and think differently. They want to empower people to unleash their creativity and change the world through innovative technology. How? They do this by creating beautifully designed, user-friendly products with the best technology, ensuring that innovation, simplicity, and aesthetics are at the forefront of their design process. And what? The actual products they sell, smartphones, iPhones, computers, Mac, tablets, iPad, etc. Apple starts with why. They communicate their mission to inspire people to think differently, and their how, innovative design and user experience, supports this belief. The products then naturally follow, making the why resonate with consumers at a deeper level. This approach has cultivated an extraordinarily loyal customer base. 3, the limbic brain and decision-making. Sinek ties the Golden Circle to human brain science, particularly the limbic brain, which is responsible for emotions, decision-making, and behavior. The limbic brain is where we form gut feelings, and it is largely nonverbal. It operates below the level of logic and reason. Why? The why connects directly with the limbic brain, which is why people are moved by purpose and belief. We don't always make decisions based on facts or logic. More often, we are driven by how something makes us feel. When a leader or organization communicates a compelling why, it speaks to this primal part of the brain and creates an emotional connection. The how connects to the neocortex, the logical part of the brain responsible for reasoning and analysis. The how explains the processes and actions that make the why a reality, but it is secondary to the emotional connection created by the why. The what engages both the limbic brain and the neocortex, but it is the why that initially drives action. When people feel emotionally connected to a leader's why, they make decisions that go beyond logic and are motivated to take action. This is why why is so powerful. It taps into the deeper emotional layers of the brain, allowing people to connect with the message on a level that goes beyond intellectual understanding. The difference between leaders and commanders. Sinek uses the example of the Wright brothers to highlight how the golden circle separates great leaders from others who simply manage or command. The Wright brothers didn't have the most funding, the best equipment, or even the most prestigious education, but they succeeded in inventing the airplane because they were driven by a deep belief and purpose. Why? They had an unwavering commitment to the dream of human flight. On the other hand, Samuel Langley, who was also trying to achieve powered flight at the same time, had more resources, a better education, and even government funding. However, Langley's motivation was largely driven by the desire for fame and wealth, rather than a deep belief or cause. This difference in motivation is why the Wright brothers succeeded while Langley did not. The Wright brothers led with why. They inspired their team and garnered the support of others because they were motivated by a cause. Langley, though well-educated and capable, led with what he was focused on building a successful product, but without a sense of purpose that would rally people behind him. 5, the role of the golden circle in organizational culture. The golden circle is not just a tool for leaders to inspire action externally, it also plays a crucial role in shaping the internal culture of an organization. When an organization clearly articulates its why, it aligns the beliefs and values of its employees with the broader mission of the company. A clear why creates a sense of shared purpose among employees, guiding their actions and decisions. It fosters a culture where people are more motivated to do their best work because they believe in the cause. Employees who understand and connect with the why are more likely to feel a sense of ownership and pride in their work. This alignment can significantly enhance morale, productivity, and loyalty. For instance, Southwest Airlines has a clear why: to democratize air travel and make it accessible to everyone, while maintaining a fun and caring experience for customers. This purpose is deeply embedded in their culture, and employees consistently go the extra mile because they feel they are a part of a larger mission. The focus is not just on flying planes, but on creating an enjoyable and inclusive experience for travelers. Summary: the power of the golden circle. The golden circle model is a powerful framework for understanding how the most effective leaders inspire action. It's not just about having a great product or offering. It's about articulating the deeper why that drives everything you do. Starting with why creates an emotional connection that inspires loyalty and action from customers, employees, and supporters. By focusing on why, leaders and organizations tap into a deeper layer of motivation, which drives long-term success and builds a culture that people are eager to be a part of. And ultimately, the golden circle shows that great leaders don't just inspire action through what they do. They inspire by clearly communicating their beliefs and showing people how they can be part of something bigger. Certainly, the idea of inspire, don't manipulate is central to Simon Sinek's philosophy about leadership. It emphasizes that effective leaders don't rely on short-term tactics or tricks to force people into action. Instead, they create a sense of purpose, trust, and belief that inspires others to take meaningful action voluntarily. Let's explore this point in greater depth. Expand on inspire, don't manipulate. 1, the difference between inspiration and manipulation. The core difference between inspiration and manipulation lies in the motivation behind the action. When leaders inspire, they create an environment where people willingly choose to act because they align with the purpose and beliefs that guide the leader. When manipulation is at play, the motivation is external. People are coerced, tricked, or incentivized to act based on fear, pressure, or rewards that don't necessarily align with their deeper values. Inspiration: when people are inspired, they feel connected to something larger than themselves. They are motivated by purpose, belief, and a sense of shared mission. This action is typically driven by intrinsic motivation. People want to contribute because they feel aligned with the cause. Manipulation, on the other hand, relies on external forces like pressure, rewards, or fear to motivate people to act. It works in the short term, but doesn't create lasting commitment or genuine engagement. It appeals to the rational part of the brain, relying on calculations such as getting a reward or avoiding punishment, rather than appealing to deep emotional or ethical connections. In essence, inspiration taps into people's core values, while manipulation exploits surface-level desires and needs. The impact of manipulation is often temporary, whereas inspiration leads to lasting change, loyalty, and genuine engagement. And two, the pitfalls of manipulation. Leaders who rely on manipulation often use tactics like pressure, fear, and rewards to get people to act. These external motivators can work temporarily, but they don't create the kind of deep, lasting commitment that comes from genuine inspiration. Some common forms of manipulation include fear. Using fear to motivate people can be effective in the short term, but it tends to breed stress, resentment, and burnout. The ideal fear-based leadership creates a culture where people are afraid to make mistakes or challenge authority, rather than a culture where people feel empowered to contribute and innovate. Incentives and rewards. While rewards, bonuses, promotions, or prizes can motivate people to perform specific tasks, they often fail to build a deeper sense of commitment. When the reward is removed or diminished, the motivation for the task fades. People may become more focused on achieving external rewards rather than contributing to a larger vision. Pressure and control. When leaders use manipulation, they often exert control through tight oversight or micromanagement. This can result in employees performing tasks because they feel they have no choice, not because they believe in the work itself. Over time, this can create a toxic work environment and high turnover rates as employees feel drained by constant pressure. Manipulation relies on extrinsic motivators, which can lead to a lack of personal investment in the work or mission. While short-term results may be achieved, manipulation doesn't create the kind of long-term sustainable growth that comes from inspiring genuine belief and commitment. 3. The power of inspiration. When a leader inspires, they tap into the internal motivations of the people they lead. People who are inspired feel connected to a larger mission and are motivated by the purpose behind their actions. Inspiration allows people to take ownership of the mission, giving them the drive to perform at their best and to innovate. There are several key components to inspiring others. Purpose. Leaders who inspire are driven by a clear and compelling why. They communicate a sense of purpose that resonates with the values and desires of the people they lead. For instance, Martin Luther King Jr. inspired millions of people with his vision of equality and justice. His speeches and leadership weren't just about changing laws, they were about changing hearts and minds, creating a movement that was grounded in a profound moral purpose. Belief. Leaders who inspire believe in something larger than themselves. Their actions and decisions are guided by their convictions, and they communicate those beliefs in a way that resonates with others. But people are inspired when they see that a leader is authentically committed to their vision. Steve Jobs, for example, didn't just sell products. He believed in changing the world through innovative technology, and his passion and belief were contagious. Trust, inspiration fosters trust. People are more likely to follow leaders who inspire because they trust that the leader is genuinely concerned about the greater good. Trust allows leaders to delegate, empower their teams, and take risks without fear. Leaders who manipulate, however, often breed distrust as people begin to see them as self-serving rather than genuinely invested in the well-being of the team or organization. Empowerment. Inspired leaders empower others by giving them the autonomy to act on their own, rather than dictating every decision. They trust their teams to contribute ideas, solve problems, and drive initiatives forward. This creates an environment where people feel valued and capable, which leads to higher levels of engagement and innovation. 4. Long-term commitment versus short-term results. When people are inspired, their commitment to a cause or a leader tends to be long-lasting. Inspired individuals are driven by a sense of purpose and are intrinsically motivated to work toward the mission. They are more likely to remain loyal and continue working hard even in the face of challenge. In contrast, manipulation typically yields short-term results but does not create lasting loyalty. Once the rewards or pressures are removed, people's commitment weakens. Employees motivated by rewards or fear may work hard to achieve a goal, but once the external incentive is taken away, their motivation often drops. An example of the contrast between short-term results and long-term commitment can be seen in the world of business. Companies like Zappos and Patagonia have built strong, loyal customer bases and high employee retention by inspiring with their why. Their commitment to customer service, social responsibility, and ethical practices create an emotional bond with people. On the other hand, companies that rely on manipulative tactics, such as heavy sales quotas or aggressive marketing tactics, may see quick gains, but struggle to retain loyal customers or engaged employees in the long run. 5, the inspiring action through vision. Great leaders inspire action by providing a vision, a clear picture of the future that is both compelling and achievable. This vision gives people something to work toward, creating a shared sense of purpose and direction. Inspiration arises when leaders communicate not just what needs to be done, but why it matters and how it connects to a larger cause. For example, Nelson Mandela didn't just lead a movement to end apartheid, he inspired millions by painting a picture of a future where people of all races could live together in harmony and equality. His vision was powerful because it gave people hope and a reason to fight for change, even when the struggle seemed impossible. 6. Trust, authenticity, and leadership. Inspiring leaders gain trust through authenticity. Authenticity means being true to one's beliefs, values, and principles. Even when it's difficult, people can sense when a leader is being genuine and they respond positively to it. When leaders manipulate, however, they often come across as inauthentic. Their behavior seems motivated by self-interest, and they might use empty promises or exaggerated claims to get people to act. This undermines trust and damages the relationship with followers. Summary: inspiring versus manipulating. The distinction between inspiring and manipulating is fundamental to effective leadership. Inspiring leaders create an environment where people are motivated by a shared sense of purpose and belief. They appeal to intrinsic motivation, aligning their mission with the values of their followers, and they empower others to take ownership of their work. In contrast, manipulative leaders rely on external tactics, fear, rewards, and pressure that may produce short-term results but fail to build long-lasting commitment or trust. Great leaders understand that to achieve sustainable success, they must inspire others by focusing on why they do what they do rather than relying on manipulation. Inspiration fosters loyalty, drives innovation, and empowers people to contribute meaningfully to a cause, while manipulation often leads to burnout, disengagement, and a lack of trust. Certainly, Apple is often cited as one of the best examples of how the golden circle works in practice and how great leadership inspires action. Simon Sinek uses Apple as a prime case study to demonstrate the power of starting with why and how an organization's belief and purpose can drive everything it does, from product development to customer loyalty. Let's explore this point in greater detail. Expand on Apple's example 1. Apple's core belief, start with why Apple's success is largely attributed to its clear sense of purpose and vision. The company doesn't just sell products, it operates with a deep belief in changing the world. Apple's why is rooted in the idea of challenging the status quo and thinking differently. This belief drives everything the company does, and it's communicated powerfully in the brand's messaging. Apple's why: to challenge the status quo and empower individuals to think differently, unleashing their creativity through innovative technology. The company believes that technology should not just be functional, but should also be elegant, intuitive, and empowering. They aim to create products that are simple yet powerful, helping people to express themselves and enhance their lives in meaningful ways. This belief resonates deeply with Apple's customers, creating a loyal base of followers who share this vision. Apple customers don't just buy products for their features, they buy into a vision, a belief that by using Apple products, they are joining a movement to make the world a more creative, innovative, and user-friendly place. 2. How Apple fulfills its why. Once Apple established its why, it needed to communicate how it was going to deliver on that purpose. In the case of Apple, the how is reflected in the company's approach to design, innovation, and user experience. Design: Apple's products are renowned for their beautiful, minimalist design. The focus on simplicity, elegance, and ease of use reflects the company's belief that technology should empower people without overwhelming them. From the first Macintosh to the iPhone, Apple's design philosophy has remained rooted in the idea that technology should enhance lives, not complicate them. Innovation: Apple has continually pushed the boundaries of what's possible with technology. Its willingness to take risks, such as introducing the first iPod, the first iPhone, and the iPad, shows the company's commitment to creating revolutionary products that change industries and empower users. Innovation at Apple isn't just about creating new gadgets, it's about making products that are intuitive, easy to use, and transformative. User experience: Apple places a premium on user experience, UX. From the moment a customer interacts with an Apple product, the goal is to create an emotional connection. Whether it's the tactile feel of an iPhone or the seamless integration between hardware and software, Apple's UX is designed to make users feel confident, comfortable, and in control. The how in Apple's case is all about crafting technology that feels personal and intuitive, something that not only solves problems, but does so in a way that excites and delights customers. This attention to detail is one of the reasons why people are drawn to Apple products and are willing to pay a premium for them. 3. Apple's what. The products, finally, the what for Apple is the products themselves. The iPhone, iPad, MacBook, Apple Watch, and a wide range of software and services. While these products are top-notch in terms of quality and functionality, Apple ensures that each product aligns with its deeper purpose and belief. What Apple sells, Apple doesn't just sell a phone, a laptop, or a watch. It sells a sense of identity. Owning an Apple product is about more than just the device. It's about being part of a community and a vision. The products are designed not only to function in a highly effective way, but also to connect users to a larger belief in creativity, simplicity, and innovation. Customer loyalty. Apple's customers often feel that their choice is a reflection of their values. They are more than just users. They are advocates and brand ambassadors. This sense of belonging is rooted in the why that Apple communicates, which connects deeply with customers' desire to be part of something bigger than just consuming products. The what of Apple's products is thus intrinsically tied to the company's core mission, to help people think differently and live more creative lives through beautifully crafted technology. The role of marketing in Apple's success, Apple's marketing strategy, is one of the clearest examples of the power of starting with why. While many companies focus their advertising on the features and specifications of their products, Apple's marketing often focuses on the emotional impact of the product and its connection to a larger idea. For example, Apple's famous Think Different campaign from the late 1990s embodied the company's why. The ad featured iconic figures like Albert Einstein, Martin Luther King Jr., and John Lennon, individuals who challenged the status quo and changed the world. The message was clear. Apple wasn't just selling products, it was selling a way of thinking, a belief in the power of innovation and creativity to change the world. This campaign wasn't about features or specs, it was about connecting the Apple brand with something larger than technology, a movement. Similarly, Apple's keynote presentations often reflect this approach. Steve Jobs and later Tim Cook didn't just showcase new products, they connected the innovations to Apple's broader vision, whether introducing the iPhone or the Apple Watch. The message was always about how these products fit into the company's belief in challenging the status quo and empowering users. This marketing approach helped Apple build a brand that isn't just known for its products, it's known for a philosophy. Apple's customers aren't just buying a phone, they are buying into a lifestyle and a way of thinking. 5. Apple's impact on customer loyalty. The key to Apple's loyal customer base lies in the emotional connection people have with the brand. This connection is driven by the company's ability to articulate its why, the belief that technology can empower creativity, simplify lives, and connect people in new ways. This belief drives the company's products, marketing, and customer interactions. Emotional connection. Apple users are often deeply passionate about their products and the company itself. This is because they've bought into the company's mission to create technology that enhances lives in meaningful ways. As a result, Apple doesn't just have customers, it has advocates who are eager to spread the word about their experiences and encourage others to join the Apple family. Brand loyalty. Apple's customers tend to stay loyal to the brand even when faced with alternatives that may offer similar features at lower prices. This loyalty is a direct result of the emotional connection built around Apple's why. When customers identify with the company's purpose, they feel they are part of a larger movement, not just making a purchase. 6, the success of the Apple ecosystem as a whole ecosystem works seamlessly together to create a holistic ecosystem. This is a prime example of how Apple's why extends across all its offerings, creating an integrated experience that reflects the company's core belief in simplicity, elegance, and user empowerment. Integrated user experience, the way Apple products work together, whether it's the syncing of data across devices, the continuity between an iPhone and a Mac, or the ease with which users can switch between an iPad and an Apple Watch, is a direct reflection of the company's belief in creating an intuitive, simplified experience for its customers. The Apple ecosystem is not just about selling products, it's about creating a seamless, holistic experience that is aligned with the company's value. Services. In addition to its hardware, Apple has expanded its offerings with services like iCloud, Apple Music, and the App Store. These services are designed to enhance the Apple ecosystem and further empower users to do more with their devices. Each service is designed to work seamlessly with the why of the company, making life easier, more connected, and more creative. Summary. Apple's example of inspiration, Apple's success, is a direct result of its ability to start with why. The company doesn't just sell products. It communicates a belief, a vision to challenge the status quo, think differently, and empower people through technology. This purpose drives everything from product design to marketing, creating a brand that resonates deeply with customers. By starting with why, Apple creates an emotional connection with its audience, which goes far beyond selling a product. It's about offering a belief, and inviting people to be a part of something bigger. Apple's example shows the power of inspiring others, not through manipulation or external rewards, but by articulating a compelling vision that people want to be a part of. Conclusion. In conclusion, Simon Sinek's How Great Leaders Inspire Action teaches us that true leadership isn't about manipulating or coercing people into action. It's about inspiring them by starting with why. Great leaders and organizations like Apple understand that people are motivated not by products or services themselves, but by the purpose and belief behind them. When leaders communicate a clear sense of purpose and connect it to the values of their followers, they create lasting commitment, loyalty, and action. Apple exemplifies this principle through its unwavering focus on its core belief to challenge the status quo and empower people through innovative technology. By consistently aligning every aspect of their business, design, products, marketing, and customer experience with this belief, Apple has cultivated a fiercely loyal customer base and built a brand that is not just about technology, but about a movement. Ultimately, leadership that starts with why transcends the transactional nature of business and builds a community that shares a common vision. As Sinek's Golden Circle shows, the most successful organizations don't just focus on what they do or how they do it. They lead with the powerful question, why do we do what we do? This clarity of purpose leads to authentic, sustainable growth and deep, meaningful connections with customers, employees, and followers. When leaders inspire others to act based on shared values and beliefs, they unleash the full potential of both individuals and organizations.